Prepare yourselves, the Google bots are coming.
It seems like ancient history now, but Google was once on the forefront of humanoid robotics. Back in 2013, Google acquired Schaft, a Japanese robotics company whose advanced humanoid robot won DARPA's Robotics Challenge. Then Google bought Boston Dynamics, the maker of the world-famous humanoid robot Atlas. A few years later, however, Google shut down Schaft and sold Boston Dynamics because the projects weren't immediately profitable. Today, Google is changing course and getting deeper into the rapidly expanding humanoid robotics market. Apptronik, whose humanoid robot Apollo is known for working at Mercedes Benz factories, is teaming up with Google DeepMind to accelerate the development of autonomous humanoid robots. The news is potentially game-changing. What does it mean for Apptronik as it competes with the likes of Tesla, Figure, and Agility Robotics? And how could it make Google DeepMind more competitive against OpenAI, Microsoft, and other leaders in the race to define the future of embodied intelligence? Let's take a look. With a partnership, Apptronik gains access to state-of-the-art AI technologies and top talent curated by Google.
Google's not as far behind the eight ball as the market thought a few months ago.
Google's recent strides include its development of its new quantum chip, Willow, which reportedly performs complex computations far beyond the reach of traditional supercomputers.
With future commercially useful applications in areas like pharmaceuticals, batteries, and fusion power, we are excited to solve the otherwise unsolvable problems of tomorrow.
The move is potentially transformative, as it combines Apptronik's decade of robotic research with DeepMind's powerful AI. In their joint announcement, the company said their goal is to build robots that safely and intelligently work alongside humans in industrial settings like factories and warehouses. Integrating Google's advanced AI with Apollo could significantly accelerate the humanoid's development. DeepMind's Gemini AI model's ability to work with text, visuals, and physical tasks all at once differentiates it from ChatGPT, which mainly focuses on text-based interactions. Apptronik was founded in 2016 as a spin-off from the Human-Centered Robotics Lab at the University of Texas at Austin. The company developed and tested 15 different robotic prototypes, including contributions to NASA's Valkyrie humanoid robot for space exploration.
Meet Apollo, your new robot coworker.
Apptronik introduced Apollo in 2023 as a robot for physical tasks in industrial settings.
Joining us now is Apptronik CEO Jeff Cardenas. How is this robot going to change the way it sounds like a factory functions?
The idea behind Apollo is basically today robots are very limited in what they can do. We have thousands of different robots and they each just do one or two things. And the goal with a robot like Apollo is to have one robot that can do thousands of different things. We call it a general purpose robot.
Standing 1.7 meters or 5 feet 8 inches, Apollo combines advanced tech with a user-friendly design. With its modular design, Apollo can operate while stationary, mounted to a mobility platform, or fully mobile with 2 legs. The robot is powered by hot swappable battery packs, each with a 4-hour runtime or tethered for continuous operation. Apptronik touts Apollo's advanced force control architecture, comparing its safety around humans to an industrial cobot. Apptronik announced a commercial agreement to pilot Apollo humanoids in Mercedes Benz manufacturing facilities in March 2024. It was the company's first publicly announced deployment of Apollo. A few months later, the company announced a multi-phase research and development partnership with GXO Logistics, one of the world's largest supply chain service providers. GXO is testing several other humanoid robots as well, including Agility Robotics' Digit for material handling and Reflex Robotics' Humanoid for product picking.
GXO sees Apptronik's Apollo as rounding out our humanoid strategy as we partner on designing real-world applications that bring meaningful value.
DeepMind was founded in London in 2010. In 2014, Google acquired it for about $500 million, positioning DeepMind as a leading research lab within Google's ecosystem. DeepMind has a broad approach to AI, combining expertise in neuroscience, machine learning, mathematics, and engineering.
Yeah, it's incredibly important. I think this idea of embodied intelligence is sometimes called, and self-driving cars are an example of that, and robotics is another example where these systems can then actually interact with the real world, as you say, the world of atoms, so to speak, and not just be stuck in the world of bits. So that's going to be a huge advances I think we're going to see in that space in the next few years, and that's also going to involve this planning capability and the ability to sort of do actions and carry out plans that in order to achieve certain goals.
The researchers have worked on several robotics projects focused on taking over physical tasks for humans and real-time decision-making. Earlier in 2024, DeepMind unveiled Mobile Aloha, a low-cost mobile robot developed in collaboration with researchers at Stanford University to perform complex household chores through imitation learning. The two-armed robot can handle tasks that require use of both hands simultaneously. Operators can control the robot's entire body to demonstrate tasks, facilitating the collection of demo data for training. The mobile robot achieves success rates up to 90% in autonomous task execution after about 50 demonstrations per task.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
They've got a pretty good kick on them, can still get quite a good game.
A soccer match at DeepMind looks like fun and games, but here's the thing. Humans did not program these robots to play.
In April 2023, DeepMind's soccer-playing humanoid robot was featured on 60 Minutes. The robot was trained using deep reinforcement learning. Training began in simulated environments where the robot learned skills like walking, turning, kicking, and fall recovery. The skills were then transferred to physical robots without additional real-world training, a process known as zero-shot transfer. Compared to robots controlled by pre-programmed instructions, the AI-trained robot boasted a 181% faster walking speed, 302% faster turning, 63% quicker recovery from falls, and 34% faster ball kicking. The collaboration heats up the rivalry between Google and OpenAI, which integrates its AI with the Figure 2. After partying alongside Canadian DJ and producer deadmau5 at Figure's holiday party, the first fleet of Figure 2 humanoid robots have been delivered to a commercial customer. Figure founder Brett Adcock announced the milestone on the X social media platform, but chief executive didn't specify the customer. However, he previously said that a fleet of Figure 2 humanoids would start working permanently at the BMW factory in Spartanburg, South Carolina, starting in January 2025.
Yeah, we want to do about 20 hours of useful work per day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
BMW will be paying for robots.
Okay.
And we want to help as much as possible here.
The Spartanburg plant is BMW's largest production facility in terms of volume, with annual capacities exceeding nearly 500,000 vehicles. A large percentage of its vehicles are exported, making it the largest automotive exporter by value from the United States for several consecutive years. Meanwhile, Atlas, the advanced humanoid formerly owned by Google, is improving its AI with help from a competitor of its parent company. Boston Dynamics, which is owned by Hyundai, recently announced a partnership with the Toyota Research Institute to supercharge the advancement of humanoid robots. The Research Institute gets access to Atlas, while Boston Dynamics uses its advanced AI to improve the robot's autonomous capabilities. To keep up with whatever happens next, make sure to subscribe.